Bravo! Bravo! Oh, nicely done! Oh, nice rhythm! Right on the beat! Nice! Keep it up! Right on the beat! Nice! Keep it up! Bravo! Bravo! Wow, nice rhythm. Mizuki! Mizuki! Amina just told me some amazing news. Thanks to the party, the people have...
That's great. If our goal was to...
Then let's go even big... That way, there's something for everyone. Hop... Hey, Mualani! Mizuki! Say no more. It's written all over your face. You had a blast.
Are you kidding? And the Traveler was even more obsessed with the rhythm ball than...
Honestly, well, you should help me
As far as I know, I look forward to work.
Ooh, I like the...
Good idea. I'd love nothing more than to be neighbors.
Ooh, all you can eat...
Well, if you had a permanent address, it would be easier to track you down if we need something. Oh, wow.
Oh, she liked the music you picked for rhythm ball.
Oh, glad to hear. Well, from what I've observed over the past few days, it could be because the most cutting-edge music. Here, I want you to have this. Give it a look.
What is it?
No way. What if she...
Ah, yes.
Oh, you can treat even that miss...
All I did was help her manage her emotion.
Good idea. I just hope she can keep...
Yeah, Paimon can't... Next time, we'll help you come up with...
That's a promise. People won't know what hit them.
Man, the party isn't even over, and Paimon already can't wait for the next one.
All right. All right. Bring it!
Let's hope you put up a good fight.
your move.
Into the wind.
How about this? Have some fun, Joey.
Bring it!
Time to go.
Watch this!
A good fighter. One with nature. Clouds high. The birds.
Strike a pose!
Finish this next.
Higher, higher, dance on fire! Let the world collide! Right this way!
Wind strike.
Door's over. All right. We should take a break after all that running around. Yeah, let's rest here for a bit.
Add Astro. Thank you for Add Astro.
What a place. Full of surprises.
I'm heading east. Don't you come with me here.
With the mixing process if you don't keep it busted.
Best I don't see you over in the west, then. Huh? What are the Fatui doing here? That's a little concerning. Let's go over there and see what they're up to. Also, how did they get this close to a tribal settlement? Huh. All the Fatui left in Natlan are probably the captain's subordinates. That based still, once a Fatus, always a Fatus. Ahem! What are you guys doing here?
Following orders. If you have a problem, take it up with our employer.
Hey, what's with the attitude? Can the Fatui even work for a private employer?
This is Grudok. I hired him to be my bodyguard in Natlan. As you can see, he's not the sociable type. I'm sorry for any offense. My original plan was to hire someone from the local tribes, but a priest recommended Grudok and his squad. I was told they were capable fighters and had the time to spare, so they fit the bill. It seems like the Fatui's reputation in Natlan is quite positive.
So that's what happened. Then you must be from Fontaine?
Precisely! Montluçon, at your service. I work in the publication business. And you two... Wait. You must be the traveler and her fairy companion.
Oh, you know us?
A golden-haired traveler with a floating companion. There's no mistake. Your exploits in Fontaine have all the makings of a best-selling series. I'd be a failure of a book merchant if I couldn't recognize you.
Wow, we're really famous at this point, traveler.
It's truly my lucky day. I know this is sudden, but I was actually looking for you two. You see, I have a favor to ask.
So, you chased us all the way to Natlan?
You'll be generously
Well, at least he got straight to the point. Should we hear what he has to say? right, we'll hear your request.
You know the great shaman Sitlali, right? I need her help with something.
Yeah, but the chances of her helping a random stranger just because... Yeah, Sitlali?
I heard about that from other members of her tribe. But they told me if one person could convince her, it would be the golden-haired... If you manage it, I'll even double your pay.
Oh yeah, we should definitely get to the bottom of that first.
It's kind of a long story, and there's tribal history involved, so you should hear it from an expert. Allier, if you could.
Of course. I don't often have an eager audience for this kind of thing. Nice to meet you. The name's Allier. I'm a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute. Unlike most researchers, I have a keen interest in ancient ruins. That's why I was... Have you heard of the legend of the great shaman Huitz? Yes. According to... Out of all of her exploits, her most... According to legend, the battle was triggered by an abyss invasion, one of the most brutal in Natlan's history, even from a greater historical perspective. Amazingly, Natlan was able to turn the tide despite being at an extreme disadvantage. The color was extraordinary, illusory in appearance while also seeming to possess and trap all the enemies inside.
Anyway, that's the gist of it. We don't want to take up too much of your time. That story is the reason I came to Natlan. I often publish books about the history of other nations. They always end up faring well on the market. When I heard this story for the first time, I wanted to include it in my next collection, but... Historical records about Natlan aren't very detailed. We haven't been able to determine where the battle took place, or find any definitive evidence that it occurred at all, even within the Masters of the... If that were the case,
But if you...
Well, you see, the slope... That's why I'm here. The Masters of the Nightwind are said to have a... But I was refused access to the Obsidian Altar.
According to my research, there's... Not to mention the scroll...
We've been over this, Allier. There's no need to waste time on those scrolls when we have...
Sitlali, you mean?
Exactly. You're well aware, I'm sure, that Sitlali has been if she agrees to be my...
Oh, that's what you...
So, what do you...
Well, it's not that we don't want to help you. Oh, right. The duty the chief gave us has a lot to do with Huitziling. Who knows? The Battle of Seven Colors might lead us in the right direction. All right, we'll help you convince Sitlali. Just let us do the talking.
Of course.
Leave me.
Into the wind.
So, this is where the great shaman lives? A bit far from civilization, isn't it? I hope the person who pointed us in this direction wasn't mistaken.
For someone like Lolly, it actually makes a lot of sense.
Is this graffiti her work too? I wonder if it's a cultural practice. If I could just copy it down,
We're here for a reason, Alie. As agreed, you two can do the talking, and we'll wait for you here.
Okay, we'll go knock on the door. Hopefully she's not hungover. Lolly? Are you there? We need your help with something! Oh, no response. Maybe she's not home. Oh, Granny Eatsley? Are you home?
Hey, kid! If you're here to challenge me, book an appointment first. Traveler!
Looks like we came at a bad time.
Are you?
Well, at least we didn't get turned. Huh. So this is where Lolly lives.
I didn't have time. Besides, enlighten up. Also, I'm not a hermit.
She sure does care a lot about what we think.
Oh, and that spell I used to transfer my senses to... It's my duty as a great shaman to check that kind of thing.
Oh, you mean when we could hear your thoughts? Nope. It's been so long, we don't have to worry about that.
Then why do I hear the trap?
What?
I can still hear you, you know. Don't bother. I'll find a way to... It's just a simple spell. Forget it.
Well, someone asked us.
So they asked the...
The pay is really good.
Doesn't matter. I'm busy.
She sure doesn't look busy.
From you?
Yeah, we were...
Huh?
We were surprised too. But with Chef Beard, we still haven't succeeded. The historical... She's giving us that face again. Did Paimon not explain things clearly?
I can't decide whether this twist is complete.
Does that...
I need to think about it.
Then there's still hope.
Hey, what's the holdup? Just give us an answer already.
You agreed to let us do the talking. Lolly.
Stand down, Grudok. As your
Understood.
You're the great shaman who's been alive for centuries? But you're so...
He's...
Well, since you're here, how about a discussion?
Do you have any idea who I am? Did you think Granny Eatsley would be fooled by your little I have no intention of speaking to you. Your recent high... Pull a trick like that again, and I'll...
Whoa.
Traveler, we have a
You live up to your name, Granny Itztli. I apologize for the offense. I'm just surprised the Battle of Seven Colors didn't pique your interest.
You're investigating the Battle of Seven Colors?
Ah, the travel. Yes, I heard that the great shaman Huitzilin was a friend of yours. You two, if I can resolve the controversy and prove the battle took place, I'll include it. With your support, your friend's heroic deed.
If this is really about that duty, then... fine. I'll help you.
I'm honored.
Save it.
Well, at least she agreed to help.
Who are you calling heartless?
Not a problem. I always So, did you directly experience any events of the battle? Do you have any idea where it took place?
Talk?
Fine.
No. I did live during... You decide the...
All right. Allie, you had an idea about where to...
Oh, well...
Then, let's... Traveler? What do you say to official...
You don't seem super invested in...
The Battle of Seven Colors is something I've only ever heard about. I know as much as anyone else.
But how? Weren't you alive?
I wasn't there when it...
But Molo-san said the two of you were close friends. The battle was legendary. Why wouldn't Huitzilin tell you about it?
Close friends? More like arch rivals. Something Montlusan would know if he actually did his research. Did you see the graffiti outside my house? That's not my doing. All students from Huitzilin's School of Shamanism must pass an extremely difficult trial before graduation, defeating me in battle. Those graffiti drawings are how they challenge me. Of course, none of them ever succeeded. So, after Huitzilin's death, her students had no choice but to modify the requirement. As my rival, it makes perfect sense that...
Oh, that...
Anyway, all of that is secondary. Like I said, I'm only here to help you fulfill your duty. Don't misunderstand. This duty is important for my tribe. Excuse you? I fail to see what happened. Why is it that you're the one whose thoughts are exposed, but I'm still the one suffering? I need to get to the bottom of this.
Excuse me, great shaman, but we have a situation over here. We could really use your help.
Okay.
Of course the Battle of Seven Colors happened. The woven scroll proves it.
Wheat Ceiling.
That's just your interpret.
Wheat Ceiling was one of the most powerful.
That's the biggest problem. A technique that powerful?
Our students are keeping it a secret, of course.
Oh, I didn't mean to cause an argument. I just wanted to.
Of course it took place. Yo,
Please don't fight.
Wow, so the battle really is controversial.
Am I the outdated one? Kids these days can't find anything better to argue about?
These arguments are precisely why I hesitate to include this story in my collection. Neither side was able to offer anything useful. What should we do?
Wheat Ceiling was a passionate teacher. We were opposites in that sense. The technique she used in the battle must have been her masterpiece. There's every reason to pass it on. Still, if the technique is powerful enough to single-handedly stop an invasion, it also makes sense that her disciples would keep it a secret. We should check with the students from her school. If we can confirm the technique exists, we can deduce certain things about the battle.
But as far as I know, most of the shamans from her school occupy high positions in the tribe. Not the type of people outsiders like us can speak to on a whim.
Right. The obsidian altar is off limits to you. But, if I go...
Is there a problem?
Most of Wheat Ceiling students are respected priests in the tribe. But that means they had to go through me. Or try, at least. I, of course, humiliated them from a young age. Those who hold the position now are the ones who lasted long enough before I wiped the floor with them. If I show up without warning, they'll run for dear life. That's not gonna get us any answers.
Yeah, Paimon can see it now.
Hey, don't jump to conclusions. That was just a metaphor. Only you have the guts to joke like that with me, Traveler. Fine, I said I'd help, so I'll help. But don't blame me if it goes wrong.
Alright, the rest of you can wait for us here.
We appreciate the help.
Oh, are you in the middle of a ceremony?
Granny Eatsley?
What is she doing here?
Did some coward not show up after challenging her to a fight?
Or is she here to officially take over the tribe?
Whoa. It's like they really do see her as some kind of tyrant.
No matter what, we'll defend our dignity as priests to the end.
Ugh, you talk a big game for someone who lost to me the most out of the entire priesthood.
What?
All I want is to ask some questions.
So, you're here to interrogate us?
Someone didn't sit pretty for their beating? Is that it? You want their name, don't you?
We should just run!
Yeah, with the hero of Natlan here, Granny Eatsley will be on her best behavior.
Sure, whatever you say.
Oh, it's the Traveler and her companion. That does make me feel better. How can we help you?
We wanted to ask about the technique you inherited from Wheat Ceiling.
So you can eradicate our school once and for all?
Disciples of our school have challenged her year after year, just as our master instructed. Sounds like she's finally had enough.
Well, you're not wrong.
If we want to protect our legacy, one of us needs to run.
Not this again. Just how much did you traumatize them, Sweet Lolly?
Hey! You can't just say whatever you want just because it's in your head. I'm Granny Eatsley. A mere mention of my name and kids burst into tears. Love and respect? No one has the guts for that. You know what? Forget about your duty. We really need to fix this mind-reading situation.
Sorry to disappoint, but if you're here to question whether we're qualified to inherit our master's legacy, we're not going down without a fight.
We're not getting anywhere. What should we do, Traveler?
Huh? Oh, it's you.
Elder Tlapo! Oh, we must have disturbed your meditation. Our deepest apologies. Please forgive us.
Did Elder Tlapo just issue a declaration?
From what I can tell, in a single word, the message was... friend?
Is Elder Tlapo telling us to treat Granny Eatsley as a friend?
That's not possible, is it?
Oh, you forget yourselves, my friends. You are esteemed priests of our tribe. Where are your manners?
But Chief!
I didn't expect to see you here, great shaman. My sincere apologies for the lack of hospitality.
Well, I wasn't exactly planning to come to this crowded place. So you can save the pleasantries, Chief. I'd rather get this over with.
Understood. Now, as successors of Huitzilin, I understand your friction with Granny Eatsley. However, Elder Tlapo's declarations have always showed us the correct path. You would do well to respect his counsel. So, mind your manners and allow Granny Eatsley to ask her questions.
Good thing Elder Tlapo and Chief Biram are on our side. Hi there, Elder Tlapo! Hey,
He's the one who put you in charge of the scroll, right?
Yeah,
Elder Tlapo, huh? He's still clawed and Hey, don't pull that cutesy step with me. You're an Iktomi-Sor Elder now. You occupy an eminent and important position within the tribe.
So, you already know each other?
Claw was only this big when we first met. He was Huitzilin's Saurian companion back then, but she only came to my place to fight me. But at the same time, she always claimed to be my friend. She was the only one who dared to try, at least.
Well, you've lived a long time.
The more time you have, the more friends. Anyway, let's get back to business. I hate talking about the past. 200 years and you still haven't given up, Claw? I still haven't made up my mind, so you should head back. Incoming!
Oh, wait. We haven't reached out since the last time we failed the task, huh?
I'm just grateful you haven't forgotten that duty.
Actually, we have good news! We found another clue!
I'm all ears.
It's the Battle of Seven Colors.
Huitzilin's claim to fame? That sounds promising. But...
True, but Granny Easterly promised to help.
Is that so? Huh. I've tried seeking her help in the past, but I never managed to coax her out. You should cherish this opportunity.
Hey, don't complain!
Forgive me. That wasn't my intention. It was a comment on my own
Paimon said you've been trying to figure out how to weave the special scroll.
It is my duty, great shaman.
Why bother? The scrolls always end up completed on time. So what's the point of figuring it out for yourself?
If I may, this task concerns the history of Natlan as a whole. And in many ways, history is the memory is sacred to our tribe. I'm sure a great shaman understands that better than a humble junior like myself. Something this important cannot be left to baseless rumors. I know you don't concern yourself with the daily affairs of the tribe, Granny Easterly. Even so, as a priestess, I trust you wouldn't leave something like that to chance.
I get your point. Of course, the one time I wish... no, that's not it!
Huh?
It's not important. Rest assured, Baram, with my help, the trap...
You have my thanks.
So are you here to test whether we're qualified to inherit Master Huitzilin's legacy?
You've already been tested, haven't you? Well, frankly speaking, I don't think any of you are qualified. But that's not why I'm here. All you need to do is be good and answer my questions.
Fine. Ask away.
You've heard of the Battle of Seven Colors, right?
Of course. It's our master's claim to fame. An immortal legend inscribed in the very history of our tribe.
Then I'm sure you know there are those who question whether it actually occurred.
I did hear people arguing about that the other day.
It's disgraceful. How can they question something like that?
It doesn't surprise me. Natlan has had more tourism lately. A lot of people have started getting strange ideas after interacting with Outlanders. After all, everyone who took part in the battle has returned to—
Well, it just—
Listen.
You think she's like—
No, of course—
Then let Proudy know.
I don't think any of us have heard of it.
Listen, I'm not—
Yeah, no objection.
What's wrong?
Master's body of— Master had no choice, so even though we see— Actually, I know of a shop—
But if they inherit—
Well, it's the only thing—
All right, give me their address.
I'll mark it out on your map.
To be honest, I'm not optimistic. That's because the request—
Proving the legitimacy of this battle
Nothing we can do about that.
Well, even if our investigation ultimately... Although I'm here for business purposes, I have a...
That's exactly what...
Listen, I'm just updating you on the situation, not asking... Traveler, you came to me for help with your... You thought looking... Instead of wasting...
Respected Traveler, let's not forget about the compensation I promised. You shall have it in full. Extra, if that's what it takes.
What makes you say that?
Yeah, based on...
You...
She claimed to... By figuring out the truth behind the battle.
Closure? I'd say we're 200 years too...
That...
Alright, let's go visit the shaman family!
Gotta pick a good date. Gotta pick the right location.
Hello, are you Asia Man?
Yep, that's me. Huh?
Get up! In a crowded market like this, the only person who should be trying to hide is me.
My
Man, this is just...
Whenever I misbehaved as a kid.
Hey, don't get any funny ideas. This was your idea, remember? Keep asking your questions.
Okay, so your family studied under Huitzilin, right?
Yes. Although, the techniques my family learned from Huitzilin didn't have much practical use in terms of tribal affairs, so... During my turns out, shaman... Of course, it's possible that we were just too foolish to understand the true power of those... After all...
Do you know which
I'm not sure... As a kid...
Just think about it.
Decide the out... Besides, you might have better...
Well, looks like we're back where we...
Still no definitive evidence the Battle of Seven Colors took place. Allie, do you...
All we have are not...
Then we have to...
Oh, you're investigating the Battle of Seven...
Yeah, you know...
Not a lot. Say what you want about... And of course...
We don't need enough...
I'm not sure if this is helpful, but... The story passed down in my family is a little different from the one told in the tribe.
Really?
Well, it's... For example...
That means you can...
Unfortunate.
I studied maps of Natlan before we left, Miss...
It's unlike... In the words of my
If Huitzilin...
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Oh, hold on. You mentioned the Chico Mostek cave?
Oh, yes?
It's been more than 2...
What does she mean?
That location is now known as the Valley of Fog. The Chico Mostek cave is what it was called.
Precisely when Huitzilin was alive. That means, Monsieur Montluçon, we can confirm once we get there...
Save it. Flattery won't get...
Wait! Mr. Montluçon works in publishing.
Really?
Out of print, huh?
Well, if we're talking collectibles, then the first edition of Shogun Almighty reborn as Raiden with unlimited power is a must. It's the first major hit of the isekai genre. Several editions...
I see.
There's also... It's opened the door... Actually...
Sorry,
These two titles are among the most...
I'm a merchant from Of course.
Once we get there...
Well,
Have you even...
well... What do you think, Traveler? Okay, well...
He's persistent, huh?
How about noon?
Do we have to wait that long?
Great shamans have important matters to attend to in the morning. That's only because I have important...
All right.
Sorry. I just wanted to ask.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, good.
You're really that scared of her?
To be honest, Granny Eatsley almost never interacts. She's a powerful shaman who's lived for over 200 years.
What did you think?
Does that mean you've gone drinking every—
No, I've had enough. Which will also give us a chance to solve the mind reading issue.
Yeah, let's get this over with.
Is this the place?
No, further up.
Further up? Whoa, this is like a secret base!
Sometimes I want the fresh air, but let's see if my stash is still here. Ah, great! The hell? Now for the mind reading issue. Give me your hand. It might take a little longer, actually. I just need to share my set. And that. You're not wrong. Hold on. Why do I? Oh, did I not say? Oh, please work, please work. A great shaman should be able to handle this. Okay, what about now? Huh? And now? Huh. Whenever I try to remove... That was just... For a human soul, to lose the boundaries of...
Wait, that sounds bad! Is Sweet Lolly drunk? She's not making much sense.
Anyway, we'll just have to leave it for now.
Hearing the Traveler's thoughts isn't that bad.
It's just... I'm not good at this. I'm not used to being close to people. Sorry, I said we could be friends, but I guess I'm not ready. I'm used to being Granny Eatsley. Someone intimidating, someone people are scared to approach. I don't have to deal with people that way.
Yeah, Paimon's been wondering. Why do you insist on living so far?
When you live as long as me, a person is like a flower. The color draws you in. You water it to see it bloom. It rewards you with its fragrance, but it doesn't last. With the passing of the seasons, everything withers away. You can try to water it, but it will never bloom again. Even if the same plot of soil is covered in flowers, that's just how it is. Most of the people in my life will be gone one day, just like a flower. Getting close means losing friend after friend for hundreds of years, until the weight of their memories crushes my soul. If people don't care about me, then I don't have to care about them. It's better—
Sweet Lolly.
You won't live as long as me, so you don't have to worry about that. Really? then you should understand. Traveler?
Is Seat Lolly alright?
Stupid mind-reading side effect won't go away. It's not like I want—
Okay, she's definitely drunk. Seat Lolly, maybe take it easy? At this rate, you might sleep past noon tomorrow.
I'm not drunk. I remember everything the Traveler said. Just gotta think of a response. I'll think of—
Uh-oh, not this again. Is she talking in her sleep or talking to us? She seems kind of out of it.
Bye. Gonna walk back alone. Need some time to think.
All right.
Take me up!
This should be the place we decided to meet yesterday. Who knows if Seat Lolly will show up on time? She drank so much last night, she might not even be up yet.
Ahem.
Seat Lolly!
No need to sound so surprised. Drink. Last night doesn't count. The Battle of Seven Colors holds the key to a lot of the answers I've been searching for.
So that's why you're here so early.
Traveler, great shaman. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Just follow me. I'll confirm the location myself.
Of course.
Watch out! This should be it.
So the battlefield is inside this place.
That could explain a lot of our academic questions.
Don't lose focus. Once we get to the actual site of the battle,
Everyone ready? Going into a trance is risky for most people, so don't get any ideas. Here's to a life where the drinks keep flowing and the Mora keeps rolling.
Want me to come along? Time for some training?
So the Abyss invaded through a cave like this?
When the Abyss first began to corrode the ley lines, they took every opening they could get.
all the items here should be useful for our research.
You're not to touch a single one.
I don't support invasive excavation.
Ah, of course. I'll defer to the experts on this matter. Well, shall we continue?
There are weapons here from every tribe in Natlan. The battle must have encompassed the entire nation.
Sounds like we're getting closer to what the legend describes. But all we can really say is that a battle took place here. There's still no evidence of any colors or some elaborate maze.
Wow, you're really invested in the Battle of Seven Colors.
Well, it's the reason I came to Natlan in the first place. Grudok, send some of your men to search the area. We might miss something all grouped together like this. I'd like to cover all our bases.
All the bases. You got it.
Don't jump to conclusions. Of course this isn't the site of the actual battle. We have to keep going.
This wall is in our way!
I might have an idea. Traveler, try removing that sphere.
Whoa, we passed straight through! What was that? Some kind of color magic?
It's very close to the technique Wheatsealing might have used.
That's it? Doesn't quite compare to the scale described in the legend.
Still, what a terrific archaeological find.
Enough chit-chat. We should keep going. The deeper we go, the more we'll find. Watch out! Hold on. If we step here, we might fall through.
You mean there are traps in here?
Remember how we were able to pass through the wall just now? It must have been because, on our person, we were carrying the same color as the wall. Let's put the spear down and see what happens.
Whoa, you're right. We can keep going now. Wait, what was that? What is this place?
Look! A maze made of colors.
It's real. I can't believe it.
Hold on. The quality of this space. This isn't reality. It's a realm of memory.
Huh?
No. This is a space constructed using memories as—
Correct?
Wheat ceiling?
What?
No. It's just—
Friends, this is after all. That is why, with our memories, we possess a power the Abyss cannot hope to match. I have discovered the perfect medium for us to wield that, the more guided by vibrant without that capacity. So, be brave, my friends, and march forward.
Any ideas, Sweet Lolly?
rise like smoke. Watch out!
There are monsters here too?
Abyss creatures. Likely trapped here for some time. Looks like a few monsters made it out of the battle all those years ago.
A touch of frost. But how?
You two! Time to end them!
As one with wind and cloud.
What's with these color-changing blocks? You and Sweet Lolly fell through all of a sudden. You scared Paimon half to death.
Must be one of the mechanics of the maze. I'm guessing the—
Oh no, more monsters?
Ah, shoot. They're blocking the way forward. Let's get rid of them.
Cross over! Go! Phew! Huh? This place is so pretty. If not for those monsters, Paimon would have never guessed this was a battle. revealed.
The showmanship's not bad, I'll give her that.
Is this a bridge made of colors?
Don't sound so surprised. We just need to cross and we should reach the end.
We're out! Looks...
Hold on. This is...
Whoa, so pretty! The thing inside the sphere looks exactly like the...
It's like a miniature blueprint made from a special dye.
That color.
The dye was modified using a secret technique to harness the power of memories and create mazes like the one we just witnessed. Without that power, it's just a normal dye. But the color it produces is still quite rare. I would say this is the most direct evidence that the Battle of Seven Colors actually took place.
The expert has spoken!
Perhaps I could take a closer look? It's...
No, you may...
What are you doing?
You noticed my signal. Not bad, travel.
Huh. So, you've been watching me.
A self-proclaimed book merchant. I knew you were fishy, but I didn't expect you to pull something like this.
Monsieur Montluçon, we just need a few pictures for our research, not the artifact itself.
Shut it. I couldn't care less about preserving this piece.
But then there would be no evidence to prove the...
What if that was my goal all along?
What?
Huh. Pretending to be a book merchant, pretending to promote the history of... But, make no mistake, I'm no lowly merchant. But the dye in that...
We've received a report that your advertisement in the paper...
False claims? The dye I advertised is an unprecedented innovation. It produces colors of unmatched radiance.
Unfortunately, its qualities are neither unprecedented nor unmatched. According to the lady who made the report, she saw a woven scroll in Natlan made with a similar dye. Even more miraculous, that substance dates back hundreds of years.
How? Creating this dye is the culmination of my entire life's work. You're telling me I'm hundreds of years too late?
Calm down, sir.
Sorry, it's just... Fontaine's publishing it. We don't need to worry about more reports. Fontaine is far more advanced than that.
That goes against all of Fontaine's advertisement regulations. We can't do that.
What if I give you a portion of the profits? All you have to do is let the advertisement stay.
You're trying to bribe me? Careful. I'm dangerously close to reporting this to Monsieur Novelette.
I knew if I was just allowed to market my product, it would... But now, no one will see it as anything more than a poor imitation marketed centuries too late. No matter how... I will never...
Even when the truth is right in front of you?
Ha! Truth is in the eye of the beholder. I'm already in the printing industry. I can go into publishing, no problem. All I have to do is destroy this sphere. Once my report is accepted as fact, no one can accuse me of making false claims.
That's awful. What happened to restoring the truth of history?
That plan hasn't changed. I will continue to spread my truth for all of Teyvat to see. Ah, you mean a hero of Natlan who's not actually from Natlan? And a great shaman who, according to rumor, abandoned her tribe long ago? From a practical perspective, there's no reason for either of you to stand against me.
Shows what you know.
Oh, since you like room.
Ah, the wrath of Granny Itzley. I knew from the beginning that you would accept my invitation, considering Huitzilian was your rival. You've lived longer than her. You're far stronger than... With the backing of the printing industry, I can take any book and send... And in my version, I can erase the Battle of Seven Colors. You can be the one to have all the glory.
That's not real history.
That's a no, then? Your history means nothing to me. But it's not allowed to stand in the way of my Mora.
Done running your mouth? Good. Before handing you over to the tribe, I think I'll have...
If this comes to a fight, per my contract, you're gonna have to go through me.
That's right. I didn't pay all that Mora for nothing.
Wait, aren't you subordinates of the captain? Why are you helping someone who wants to erase Natland's history?
The captain. You actually bought that? United in the pursuit of Mora, we travel the land to collect debts. Our loyalty is to Regrader, his interests, and his wealth.
Regrader?
The captain means nothing to them. They serve a different harbinger altogether. Regrader!
This man has the potential to become a giant in the printing industry and disrupt Fontaine's economic system. This aligns with Regrader.
It's all been a lie from the very beginning!
I don't care who you serve. When it comes to punishment, I don't discriminate.
Let's move.
A touch of frost. Into the wind.
Show no mercy! Eat Lolene! Eat Papa!
Seriously.
Can't run from death.
That's what you get for messing with the hero of Natland.
Not good. This is becoming more trouble than it's worth. You're on your own!
Hey, what about our contract? Your boss signed it himself!
Our boss never signs a contract without loopholes. Even a veteran businessman like yourself fell into his trap. That's what makes him the best! Go home and read the fine print. All I did was trigger...
You!
The other stipulations have been fulfilled. I set up explosives around the cave, strong enough to destroy... Oh, and for security purposes, all explosives have been rigged to blow...
What? This whole place is gonna...
You were supposed to wait until I made it out! Are you trying to kill me?
That depends on how fast you can run. I'm off.
You think you can just waltz out of here? Traveler, stop them, and then we'll make a break.
If I'm caught, I implicate my boss. Time for the backup plan.
Wait, don't!
Where are we? Back in the maze? Our surroundings a good point. She'll know how to... Let's see. See, Lolly? Oh, looks like it's not gonna be that easy. What should we do? The special color? The one... You're right. Lead the way...
He triggered it just like that? If the technique isn't activated correctly...
Instead of a realm of memory, If you cannot escape in...
I knew it! Someone of your...
I appreciate the
This is no time for a reunion. The cave outside is about... Can you help?
You misunderstand, Seat Lolly. I'm nothing more than a fragment of memory.
What do you mean? You just need to...
The maze you saw earlier was constructed using the memories of many warriors of Natland. When people leave these connections, that is how I... But this space is a because there are no
Over...
Well,
That's only because you never gave me a moment's peace.
Seat Lolly.
But now your special technique...
So you think...
After what I saw, but you never... I'm getting the feeling you always...
Seat Lolly.
You...
That color is the... More specifically, in truth, yes. You are fate, so I wanted to leave...
Your color, you mean?
One day.
I have to get out of...
Seat Lolly, what are you...
I understand the true principle of this technique now. If I can't construct an exit, then I will separate this color from my memories
But you could lose a portion of your...
I know, but my memory is just a blank canvas Traveler?
When you entered the realm of memory I construct after 200... The Night Kingdom, this means that even without your tutelage, she can see the color of memories.
What did you say?
Although she doesn't know, that was enough to guide her. Well, Seat Lolly.
Traveler? Traveler!
That's Seat Lolly's voice!
This is goodbye, my friend. Your memories over the past 200 years are much...
Seat Lolly!
Paimon! Traveler! Hold my hand.
Did we teleport out? Man, that place was so... Woo! We made it out just... Wonder what happened to the Fatui guy.
He was most likely trapped inside that space. The external structures...
He still preferred that to being caught, huh? They were standing a bit further away.
Hello?
It's one of Malu Son's employees! Quick,
I can explain. I had no idea Malu-san was such a terrible person. I'm so glad you managed to get out of there.
Either way, the guards will take you back to the tribe.
I understand.
Anyway, I'm not here to harp...
He went that way, but I'm not sure if you can catch up.
That way? Huh, unless he's a traveler. Phew. Huh?
Hey, it's Elder Tlapo and a group of Ictomisaurs! They caught...
Something felt off about him yesterday.
My bank balance. No! No!
What's wrong with him?
That's one of the tricks Claw uses to scare people. He makes people It's particularly effective on...
Serves him right!
I know. It was a lot to ask, making...
Was that a declaration?
Forget about him for now. The Ictomisaurs will make sure Montluçon doesn't escape before...
Right!
Don't worry. With Zealin's technique... Oh, and Traveler? I knew you'd want to... Whatever you need.
Is it time to go?
All right. Now, when it comes to weaving the scroll itself, you don't actually need to lift a finger.
What are you saying, Seatlow?
Follow me.
Whoa, look at this place. Do you weave scrolls too?
Scrolls. Scrolls? I thought you were going to show me your masterpiece.
That I am, old friend. The technique I'm about to show you.
Fine. What is it? Something that can... You probably want to challenge me, right? I know you don't have the strength for a
Old friend, my life is nearing its end. I'm afraid.
Hey.
Don't worry. I trust in the belief of our tribe that death is not the end, but the beginning of a new existence in the Night Kingdom, where everything is made of memories. So, do you know why our ancestors insisted on using colorful, woven scrolls to record our history? Because history is the memory of a people. We give our scrolls an orange hue, so the dead can still feel the warmth of the setting sun. We decorate them with kernels of grain fruit, so the dead can still enjoy the abundance of our harvests.
I know that, but something this important? Why entrust it to me and not one of your students?
As your friend, I admit, I'm being a bit selfish. I don't have long, Sitali. I'm not sure I can truly explain my decision. But I know you will understand one day. For now...
Just this once. I understand now, Wheatsealing. Just like you said I would. Claw, help me move this outside. I'm going to color it. Traveler, Paimon?
We are like birds, soaring through... I linger between brushes of memory, seeking the color of my final journey. When I get there, may there be feathers to paint the sky, shades of rose. And fields of green to beckon adventurous souls. And azure oceans with which to sail into the unknown. And volcanoes too, where, despite the danger, hidden treasure waits to be found. And graffiti art, of course. Without that color, just imagine the dullness of night.
Anything else?
In the end, I hope everyone remembers my color too.
In the end, I hope everyone remembers your color too. All in all, it was just a technique for coloring a scroll.
The task I'm entrusting to you is much more than that. Farewell, my friend.
I knew you would understand.
This is the special... Hold on! You've lived for more than 200...
Oh, well, it's not like the fact that it turned into some kind of divine intervention is
You've carried the duty alone for all these...
Traveler, the essence of that passing the technique on to someone, even though well...
Oh, yeah.
It was her final wish. But Claw never stopped appointing new candidates to weave the scroll, despite knowing exactly how I felt about the situation. I knew exactly what he was doing. And yeah, this time though, you win, Claw. Take this.
What is it?
If I had to choose, countless people exist in my... Since you have a long life, just keep it...
Whoa.
Isn't that what friend...
Okay.
Actually, their mark is sharing senses allows communication to occur between the consciousness of different people. Natural, although I didn't know it, and that connection is...
So, you can hear the Traveler, and that's why the Traveler...
Quick thinking. That's why I can... There's no need to worry, though.
Oh.
I lied. Hearing each other... So, after everything we just went through, I bet you can hear me again. I knew it. Since the connection just messing with you. I'm a legendary shaman of my tribe. Now that I know the cause, of course I can figure out how to fix it. It'll probably take some time, though. So, besides, I'm an open book. A shame? I mean, no promises.
Oh, how many forging commissions do I still have? Let's see. 1, 2... not so many as I...
Ah, you did...
Wow! The scroll... Elder Talapo's wisdom is never wrong.
Yeah, we should explain. Take it away, Traveler!
You
don't look surprised.
It makes perfect now. It's just a matter of preserving this secret technique. From your description, it sounds like learning the technique requires the previous holder to share their memories.
Well, yeah.
In that case, I must work with our priests to... After all, you completed your task admirably. Finding a way...
All right, we'll leave that...
and please pass along my thanks to Granny Eastly. We interrogated the Fontanian merchant she apprehended, and he hired... We now have a record of his...
So he was behind the... Anyway, that clears it up. People...
Until we...
You told him everything, right?
Yep, we looked up...
You could have just said it was a gift from the... I guess he is...
There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Oh, it's the other Fontanian...
Please, call me Allier. I'll be heading back to Fontaine soon. No employer means no... I'd like to ask some questions about Huitzilin. I want...
Questions? Why should I let an Outlander tell our story?
Don't misunderstand. I believe amazing stories deserve to be...
All right, you can ask your...
Important...
Oh, thank you very much.
Another day? Uh-huh.
Oh, that!
You're telling... But...
Of course!
Sent to me? Nuh-uh. I don't want a stranger knocking on my door when I'm hungover. Here, just take this.
And this is?
The key to my house. Don't bother knocking.
Gotta pick the right location. Gotta pick a good date. Gotta pick the right location.
I've read almost every novel from Yai Publishing House. Pretty normal, right?
Gotta pick a good date.
Rise like smoke.
Don't get hung up on the how. As long as it turns out well, that's all that matters.
Here's to a life where the drinks keep flowing and the Mora keeps rolling.
Don't get hung up on the how. As long as it turns out well.